It's day 30 of the India-wide coronavirus lockdown, and here's the major developments of the day. The government, via an office memorandum today, announced its decision to put on hold the DA hike for the year. Central government employees and pensioners will now continue to receive DA at current rates, that is 17%, as part of their salary or pension, according to the office memorandum. In March, the Union Cabinet had approved an increase of 4% in DA to 21%. The memorandum further states that no arrears will be paid for the period from January 1, 2020 to June 30, 2021. However, any hike in DA due to revision on July 1, 2021 will take into account the previous hikes as well. According to the World Bank, as a result of the deadly coronavirus pandemic, which has resulted in a global recession, remittances to India are likely to drop by 23% from $83 billion last year to $64 billion this year. This is a striking contrast with the growth of 5.5% and receipts of $83 billion seen in 2019. Fitch Ratings on Thursday slashed India's economic growth projections to 0.8% in the current fiscal, saying an unparalleled global recession was underway due to disruptions caused by the outbreak of coronavirus pandemic and resultant lockdowns. Work on about 70% highway projects has resumed from Monday, with the government allowing partial lifting of the lockdown for certain sectors. Permissions to resume constructions have not come in for the Delhi NCR, as it remains among cities with the highest number of positive cases. Air pollution over northern India has plummeted to a 20-year low for this time of the year, according to satellite data published by NASA. Congress President Sonia Gandhi has accused the BJP for spreading the virus of communal prejudice and hatred in the country, asserting that grave damage is being done to social harmony. Addressing the Congress Working Committee meeting on Thursday, Gandhi said it would worry every Indian and her party will have to work hard to repair this damage. The chief ministers of the Congress-ruled states on Thursday hit out at the central government, saying how will the country win the battle against coronavirus if no financial assistance is provided to them. The chief ministers of Punjab, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh and Pondicherry demanded a financial package for the states to deal with the coronavirus pandemic. Now let's talk about the latest tally of the coronavirus cases in India. 4 new COVID-19 positive cases were reported in Munger, Bihar. The total number of positive cases in the state is now 147. Karnataka reported 16 new positive cases, including 9 from Bengaluru urban since 5 pm yesterday. Overall, 443 positive cases in the state, including 17 deaths and 141 discharges. Maharashtra reports 431 new cases. State tally climbs to 5,649. 80 new cases take COVID-19 tally in Andhra Pradesh to 893. Death toll rises to 27. Number of positive cases rises to 270 in Haryana, including 24 linked to foreign nationals. Coronavirus claimed one more life in Indore. COVID-19 death toll rose to 53. In the last 24 hours, as many as 26 new COVID-19 patients were found in Indore, which took the total number of affected persons in the city to 945. As of 9 am today morning, the total number of confirmed cases in India stood at 21,393, with 16,454 active cases, 4,257 cured or discharged cases, and 681 deaths. Let's go across to my colleague Saloni Goyal to see how the Dalal Street fared today.
Thank you, Sandesh. Here is a look at the top market headlines. Sensex rose for the second day straight on the back of firm global cues and hopes of an economic stimulus back home. Sensex added 484 points while Nifty topped the 9,300 mark. IT and bank stocks were the top Sensex contributors, while the market capitalization of the BSE listed firm grew by over rupees 1 lakh crore. In another important headline, SEBI decided to cut the time period for raising capital after the buyback to 6 months from a year. Meanwhile, RBI, in order to mitigate the impact of coronavirus and provide liquidity, decided to conduct simultaneous purchase and sale of government securities via OMO. This boosted the rupee, which rallied 62 paise to close at 76.06 against the US dollar. In the oil market, Brent crude futures rose nearly 9% to $22.13 per barrel. That's all on the market front. Back to you.
Thanks, Saloni. Now let's look at some international news that made headlines today. US President Donald Trump has signed an executive order temporarily suspending immigration into the United States. The executive order paused immigration for 60 days to protect the jobs of Americans laid off due to the coronavirus pandemic. The temporary suspension of immigration will affect those who are legally seeking entry into the United States for employment purposes, but not the ones who are already living in the country. The coronavirus pandemic could mean 1.2 billion fewer airline passengers worldwide by September, the International Civil Aviation Organization said on Wednesday. The most substantial reduction in passenger numbers is expected to be in Europe, especially during its peak summer travel season, followed by the Asia Pacific. WHO on Wednesday warned that the coronavirus crisis will not end anytime soon, as the global death toll surpassed 180,000. The pandemic has sparked not only a health emergency but a global economic rout, with businesses struggling to survive, millions left jobless, and millions more facing starvation. With that, we come to an end of the wrap today. For more updates, stay tuned.